Well, you guys see the background behind me again, so I can assume you already, if you've watched my last rant video on this abomination that they're calling a Season 2 for The Promised Neverland, then if you don't want to hear me being upset, overly upset, at something that deserves to be upset at for any anime or manga fans ever, then please leave the video now, because I'm going to talk and say some pretty not nice things about this anime, which was supposed to be a follow-up to one of the greatest anime in the past decade, but whatever, it's fine. But anyway, we're gonna get started into that now. What the fuck was that ending? That ending is the shittiest ending to an anime I have ever seen. Season 1 of Code Geass had a better ending, with Lelouch getting mysteriously shot, than what we got in The Promised Neverland. If you have not watched episode 11 of The Promised Neverland, thank God you have not watched the season 2's finale. It's wow. I thought episode 9 was bad. Oh God, if I could go in the past like 2 weeks, it's so horrible. There's nothing to say. I'm so put. It doesn't even feel like XR might be better story-wise at this point, which is really sad to say. Cloverworks is doing an amazing job with Horimiya and all these other shows that they've made. What the hell did they have this idea in their mind? Let's make the ending a slideshow. What the fuck? Okay. The manga itself, I know the ending wasn't great. I looked into it. I know that the manga readers were not happy. But whatever they did in the manga, which was rushed, is better than giving us another third season as a slideshow. I am not joking here. After episode 9, we had episode 10, which is the best episode of the season, by the way. It is the only episode where our characters have any brain and intelligence at all, where they actually decide to and can fool their enemy. But that's nullified too, since, the enemy's too smart. Which I'm not going to even spoil on that part, since that's the only episode this season that I think might be better than anything so far we've seen. Episode 10 was not that bad. That is the only thing I can say. But episode 11 is absolutely dog water. There's nothing. Okay, I'm going to explain it now. So, if you guys watched episode 10, there was a bit of a cliffhanger at the end about what was going to happen. So, basically, a good thing happens with the mom, or now the grandmother, Isabella, going to the kid's side. That was cool. That was a cool scene. They free the kids, and they go down to the portal thing. I'm thinking, this is going to be the end. This is going to be the end. Everyone's going to go to the human world. We're going to see what happens. It's going to be a cool ending. Or we're going to have something else happen. Maybe they're going to have to escape the nobles, or something. Something else might happen in this world. Who knows? I mean, it is a fantasy world. Emma, Norman, and Ray stay behind and make their entire family go, plus all the sisters and Isabella, the mom, to the human world alone, together. They basically are like, yeah, we could go, but nah. They're gonna go save other kids. And so this is I'm thinking, oh God, okay, they're gonna make a season 3. We're gonna get a season 3 of this. Okay, maybe they're gonna fix it. We're gonna have some good plot, and we're gonna have more focus on the main characters. It's so bad. It hurts. I don't know why I forced myself to watch the last 2 episodes now. I really thought that I was gonna learn something. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe my review on episode 9 wasn't strong enough. If you have not watched season 2 of The Promised Neverland, please ignore it. Please make it non-canon in your head. Go read the manga, please. I don't care how bad the manga ending is. It cannot be worse than this. The 3 main characters stay in the demon world, and then it's leading up. I'm thinking, okay, we're going to have a 3rd season. This is going to be a cool hint at the end or something. We're going to have a time skip maybe. We're going to see Mujika, Sanji, a resistance force against the nobles and an army. It's going to be a cool war arc maybe, right? We get a Google 3rd grade looking slideshow from this anime. There's scenes, there's characters, I don't even know. What is this? Where is this coming from? There's a scene of Emma and this really cool Naruto looking seal world place, and just part of the slideshow just there. And then there's Mujika, and they don't even show the fight with the queen or the nobles. The big bad? No, that doesn't exist. This is like watching. This is literally Code Geass, or actually no, we're gonna use a better example. This is Attack on Titan. If instead of having any villains or plot, it's at the end of season 1 when Eren unlocks a Titan, and then it just shows a slideshow of the rest of the seasons. That's what happened. It just shows like him beating Armored Titan or just popping up in Marley or something. This season is trash. It's so horrible. It's disgusting. This is the worst anime ending I have ever seen. And I watched the romance harem show of If Her Flag Would Only Topple, which had one of the most confusing endings to an ecchi romance show I've ever seen, by the way. You know, just randomly in the Matrix. But that doesn't matter right now. This show is somehow worse with a slideshow. I'm not joking. I can show clips on screen if I really want to. I might, of what they actually did. They just took pictures and put it in a slideshow. And there was definitely enough content that they showed that could have made a season 3. They just didn't want to. They didn't feel like it. They were like, nah. And apparently the manga author was a part of this. Like, did he not understand when the fans were upset about the ending of the manga? That they weren't upset that the arcs were all bad. They were upset that the ending was bad. I just... And another thing, they don't even explain this. At the very end, like the very end of the show... This is kind of a spoiler, I guess. They're in New York, right? And Phil is older, right? He was like a small child when he left. Phil's like the small, cute child everyone likes in the show. But basically, he's like older now. He's like Gilda and their age, right? Emma, Ray, and Norman come back through the gate, and they look the same age. They don't even explain it. There's nothing. This is probably the weirdest way I've ever seen an anime end. And if you just want to feel like you missed 5 or 16 episodes, then just watch the last episode and you're pretty much getting the entire context of season 2. You literally miss nothing, I think, because they just skip everything. And I'm not gonna lie, after the amazing season that I remember watching when season 1 came out, I was looking forward every week to a new episode of Promised Neverland season 1. It was on the edge of your seat. The music was good. There was hype. The characters were deep. There was tension. Season 2, the start was pretty good. I was interested in this new world. I was interested in the lore. And then it just kept going downhill. And I had to force myself to watch these last 2 episodes like I was doing a large essay for an English class. That's how I felt I was doing this. I felt obligated to watch the last 2 episodes. Like, I had a gun to my head, and they were like, if you don't watch this, then you can't talk about how garbage it is. I mean, how great it is. That's really all I can say. This anime has been ruined. The season 2 is just... By the way, this is Editor Weeb, and I just want to cut in here saying that I'm actually so... I just want to say I'm so disappointed that I'm saying this as a series I'm going to do now. Like, this is on my list higher up than some of my other series now. I'm going to make an entire audio reading of where I just read the manga of The Promised Neverland and describe the images, because I think that might actually be better than whatever they've created with this monstrosity. So... be looking forward to that in the future. I'm going to start from the bunker, like the actual point where it was in the manga, and we're going to go through the entire thing together for like 2 or 3 years, depending how long this takes me. Or I'm just going to read it all in one 8-hour session over my spring or summer break. And we're going to have a fun time dissecting this actual manga and the actual story instead of what we got. And I can get back to the video. Sorry for the interruption. I'm going to rephrase this again. Imagine instead of having Dragon Ball Z to Super, so like if you guys have watched Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Super, you know what? No, actually most of my fans are Naruto fans. We'll use that. Imagine you watch OG Naruto, right? That's season 1 of Promised Neverland. Good content, good characters. And then instead of Shippuden, which should have been season 2, they give us a slideshow of every major fight in Naruto instead. And then we just switch into Boruto. That's it. That is what this show did. I am so disappointed. I feel like a kid on Christmas who just opened the big box, and inside was another box, inside another box, inside another box, which had a note in it that said nothing with a smiley face. That's how much I feel like I've been like ripped apart by this anime. Jesus, it's like It's like they were making an April Fool's joke earlier, like a month or two before April Fool's. If they'd released this episode, episode 11, and waited a week and posted it on April 1st, I would have laughed and said, haha, good joke. Now, where's the actual ending? But no, they're not joking. This is serious, and it is so dumb. I'm so angry. I'm reading the manga now. I don't care. I usually don't read manga because of time, but just to flip off this anime if they do somehow make a salvage of season 3, if they retcon this, I will be so happy. You would not understand the joy, the ecstasy I would feel if this entire season was made non-canon. I've just been screaming about how terrible this show is for 10 minutes. So if I do sound like a crazy person, this is your first video that you see me in, go watch my other videos besides the ones like this where I rant about this specific anime, just because of how disappointed I am. Also, this is completely unscripted, so if I sound or fumble over words a little bit, that's because of my rage combined with the fact that I just have nothing. I'm just exasperated. There's not much else to say. That's pretty much it. So another rant episode of why this anime is horrible. I'm so glad it's over. It's like getting pulled through a bed of nails while you're on fire. That's how horrible this anime is. I would almost want. This anime makes me want to watch anything else. I would rather watch someone filing their taxes as an anime instead of this. That is coming from someone who's watched anime for 7 years. I've been watching... No, actually, it's 8 years now. I've been watching anime for 8 years, and I have never seen anything as horrible as this. Gurren Lagann ending, people were upset about too, and that was a good ending. This... I don't know why there's not more people rioting in the streets. This is what we should be rioting about. Like, give us a season 2. Give us a better ending. At least, like, cliffhanger and give us a season 3. Don't just slideshow us, please. God, that's enough of me complaining about this horrible anime for now. Please, just go watch season 1 and forget this ever happened. Let's all think of it like a bad hangover. I'm going. Bye.